Hi, my name is Dan Leidy with Leidy Automation. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Untitled or Numatics auto recovery module that is Wi-Fi web server enabled. Now we've had an ARM previously auto recovery module, but it took up and increased the length of the manifold previously. So if you had your manifold mounted and changed your mind, you wanted to add an ARM, you had to remount it. Also, what this new ARM does is bring Wi-Fi capacity to the manifold. That Wi-Fi capacity is not for control, but rather for parameter changes and setups along with some diagnostics. So let's first explain what an ARM does. An auto recovery module sits on the manifold, and every time at power up, the auto recovery module will take a look at the parameters, the IP addresses, your submask, any COM fault information, all those parameters that have been programmed into that node. It'll take a look at that and record those. Once it records those, it will disconnect itself from the system so that it's not electrically connected to the network. It sits alone and is protected from any surges that the manifold may see. If anything happens to that node, lightning strike in the building, you fry the node, whatever happens, if you replace that node with a factory default node, plug in the ARM, bring power back to it, that ARM again will take a look at the parameters inside that node, specifically looking for the MAC address on that node. If that is a new node to the ARM, it will allow you the opportunity to download the information from the ARM directly into the node itself. What that allows you to do is very easily and quickly recover from a fault in the system where you have a node that goes down. You're not looking for a communication cable or the backup literature and information as to what your IP addresses are and all the parameters that are stored in there. So let's now install the new ARM in the system. First, of course, we want to power off. And the new ARM takes the place of one of the clips. This clip connects the node to the driver board. We could also replace it here, the node to the digital input. So anywhere along the main manifold we can replace it. Of course, you secure it in. We'd normally tighten it down. Bring power back to the manifold. And now you're going to see it come up as it normally would. I heard the click myself of the auto recovery module taking a look at the node and comparing the information. And now we're going to connect to this guy wirelessly. We'll shrink this down in size here. And we're going to look for Wi-Fi network, and there it popped up, the G3 Numatics. You can do this on a smartphone, you can do it on an iPad, a Surface, anything that uses Wi-Fi. This would pick this network up. So we're going to connect to this, and it's asking for a network security key. This is the first step of a couple of layers of security that we have in here. Default from the factory is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll click next, asking if we want our PC to be visible. We're going to say yes here. And now we're connecting to that network. If you look down here, we're connected to the Numatics, the G3 Numatics, and I'm going to click on a browser, in this case Chrome, and I'm going to put the IP address of the ARM itself up here. Not of the node, but of the ARM. The default IP address is 192.168.4.1. Again, that's not the IP address of the node. It is the IP address of that ARM. This is what now comes up. We've got a buried in website in here. We can view only or take a look at the configuration and change them. Here's our second layer of password protection. The default from the factory here is G3/240-382. It's the G3 system, and the part number of the Wi-Fi ARM is 240-382. So we'll hit submit there. And now we're internal to the device, and we're seeing our dashboard setting of configurations, diagnostics, quick start, Wi-Fi power. Here's all that SSID or the Wi-Fi information. There's your password. We could change that here or change our authentication type. We could change the SSID name that's broadcast as the Wi-Fi. You could possibly change this as the name of the machine. If it's on a particular machine, you would know which one is which one of the Wi-Fi networks you're attaching to. So let's jump in here to the Quick Start Manual. Once we click on that, it comes up as a 25-page Quick Start Manual. So we have that wherever we're connected to the manifold. We can go into our configurations. Here's your basic configuration. You can click on the button for your advanced. You can see all the different formatting, TCP timeout, all the different advanced configurations. Those are the things that the ARM will store. Let's say we wanted to change the IP address to 111. We click accept, and you'll notice as you watch down here, our node is going to power off and power back on. So now it's taking that information. We're going to get another warning because now we got to reconnect. It's going to close and come back up with the Wi-Fi. And you'll also notice down here, which I didn't point out, it shows one Wi-Fi connection. My laptop is connected to it, and it's showing me I have one person connected. If we had multiple, it would show that, and we easily could have multiple. You'll notice that it took my IP address. So let's go back up to the dashboard. And let's go into the diagnostics. We use this quite a bit when we're assembling manifolds. And this confirms that our communication in our manifold is working properly. As you can see, it labels out all the components: COM module, valve driver, wireless arm clip, module number 1. We're highlighting the COM module so it has all the specifics, and then we could show advanced information. We're even monitoring the voltage here of 21.5 volts. Different I/O sizes. We can go into our valve driver. This is really nice because as you can watch on the manifold here, I have valve output 00 up to 07 available. I have some single and double solenoid valves here, all on double Z boards. So that would be 4 stations times 2 Z boards each. That would be 8, which is 0 through 7. And then I have all these X'd out. That means no coil detected. There's none on the manifold. So as we come along here and I start clicking on these, I get a warning sign, but I start clicking on the valves and you can start seeing them forced on. So we're able to make certain that our communication in our manifold is working properly, even without it connected to any networks or machine control. We can go into the wireless clip. You're going to see a lot of the similar information on the SSID and all of that fun stuff. And then in your module, module number 1, we've only got one connected. This is a 240-206 part number, 8 digital input PNP M12 with 8 connectors. If we had sensors connected here and we had them made, let's say an inductive proximity switch or a cylinder switch that was made, we would see these inputs connected here, and then we would also see it highlighted on our screen on our valve itself. We can show some advanced information, the bits and bytes and all the information that we have there. But that is basically the way to connect and the information that you can check internal to the manifold itself. Thank you very much for watching. If you should have any questions at all, we'd be happy to help you. Our phone number here at Lighty Automation is 440-546-1019. Thank you very much for watching.